the top tips really, and some of my kind of use of the FIT program and retailing tips that I've managed to kind of use personally over the last few months. So I'm going to talk through the FIT program and break down into the individual products and components and who they can work best for, and also to brainstorm some ideas about what happens after you finish those programs and about ongoing maintenance for customers after they've finished. So Laura, would you mind flicking to my first slide, please? So why should our customers buy the C9 and the FIT? It is a massive kind of target and audience for us, in that the UK currently has the highest obesity levels in Europe, with 24.9% of the population now acknowledged as obese. And with that obesity comes lots of health-related issues, such as diabetes, blood pressure, heart disease, depression. And really, as a nation, we need to kind of tackle this and challenge this, and to educate people, particularly the younger generations, in understanding the importance of health and how to manage it on a daily basis. And that's where the education and the holistic package of the C9 and FIT comes in. It's a very nice rounded, what I call the three-pronged program, in that you have a lot of nutritional education about kind of healthy eating and a balanced diet. You also are taught through about kind of calorie control and portion control, and it's an introduction to exercise and a healthier lifestyle for a lot of people. So that's our why really, and that's something that you can really promote and kind of target with your kind of customer audience. If you wouldn't mind going on to the next slide, please. So the FIT program is a three-step process which combines the C9, which is a 9-day cleansing program, followed by the FIT 1 and 2, which is 2 30-day packages, which look more about kind of holistic lifestyle, weight loss and transformation phases. As I said, the packages are great. They provide really comprehensive knowledge support on achieving balanced nutritional and exercise kind of uptake to improve overall well-being and also sporting performance. So I've not really mentioned yet, but this is not only great for people who are wanting to lose weight, but I've used it a lot with athletes and people who are training at quite a high level, who actually want to work on their specific performance goals, which is where the FIT 1 and FIT 2 come in really, really nicely, and I'll talk about that in a second. Next slide, please, Laura. So I'm sure everyone's really familiar with the Clean 9, which is a 9-day cleansing program which is designed to help rid your body of all the unnatural chemicals and toxins, and basically restore and improve kind of the internal digestive system balance, and restore cells at an internal level. This can have a positive effect on digestive function. People may kind of report and feedback increased energy levels. Skin, nail, hair, tissue health also is reported that it can improve. This is often used as maybe a first step in helping to prepare the body and also the mind for the weight management programs of FIT 1 and FIT 2, but it can be used as a one-off program for people who are maybe just looking for a cleanse program to get them kick-starting back into healthy eating after an indulgent period, just to get back on track. Again, this comes with all the balanced kind of holistic approach of lifestyle, and it has the comprehensive booklet provided, which helps aid motivation and compliance. We've also got the cleansing online Facebook page, which is great to kind of enroll people on to get some share experiences with other people, and get support from others as well. I think it's really important. One of the main things that I took away from our FIT training was that the Clean 9 isn't a weight loss program, that it really is just that first step to helping prepare the body and mentality for engaging with the the ongoing weight loss programs, that really is a cleanse approach, and that some of the side effects can be weight loss. And this is due to your body not needing to store so much water to break down some of our more dense fat molecules, and it just sheds water, which in turn results in weight loss. So that's something to kind of not missell. It's not a weight loss program, but it does have the side effect of providing weight loss in some cases. Okay, if we could move on to the next slide, which is about Fit1. So Fit1 and Fit2, I think, are personally fantastic. I've had a lot of really good results with them. And for people who are already in the mentality, wanting to lose weight, and maybe kind of not sure about how to commit to the Fit program, I would almost get them onto the Fit1 straight away and maybe do a mini cleanse with them for 5 days, using gels yourself, but not make them commit to the payment of a C9, but instead get them onto the Fit1, which is a 30-day program. It has more substance for them to kind of dig into and really look at that lifestyle challenge. So the idea behind this program is it kind of challenges lifestyle habits. It helps to address eating habits, looking at healthy eating and calorie control, and also starts to introduce exercise levels. And it's great for a step for people who haven't kind of done any sort of weight loss before, who require some structure and support, and also some motivation to help make the desired changes that they really want. And again, I think it's really nice to work with and support your customers through this process. You know, I generally check in with them once a week, see how they're going, if they've got any questions, and just kind of make it an open, kind of constant conversation so that you can encourage and motivate, and just check that they're getting on okay. Next slide, please, Laura. And this then builds onto the Fit2, which is more of a transformation phase. So hopefully throughout the Fit1, a lot of your customers will have had some fantastic benefits of weight loss and increased energy levels, feeling slightly more toned, feeling fitter, more energy, and they can then work on to the second phase, which is Fit2, which again is another 30-day program which explores the transformation phase of fat to lean muscle mass. Or for athletes, it's about increasing muscle mass and strength, so it can really hone and target those specific goals. Again, it's a continued nutritional structure with all your supplements, but the difference here, it's got slightly increased intensity and differential exercise to help transform that fat to lean muscle mass. And yeah, this is a really fantastic kind of blitzing phase, if you like, for your customers to kind of move on to. So a lot of people do the Fit1 and then they kind of aren't so keen about looking at the Fit2 because of the cost. I think really try and look at the differences that the two packages offer and look at the potential benefits of that Fit2 as that transformation, really achieving those specific goals that people would like to. And of course, you continue to make improvements on that, and when you get to the end of that 30-day program, we really want to make sure that people are continuing to make positive changes. So we then need to think about what is next for them. So I've just popped a few top tips on the next slide, if you wouldn't mind, Laura. So what I've done with my customers is that after they finish their Fit1 and Fit2, I've kind of done a planning session looking at their ongoing kind of maintenance goals, and I continue to support them in making their kind of ongoing journey, and that often looks at their kind of ongoing supplement use. So encouraging them to continue with their gel drinking, looking at what of the kind of Forever Therm or Garcinia that they found helpful in kind of boosting metabolism and curbing their appetite, and also using the shakes for kind of increased protein intake through the day. So still trying to engage them with using the products and getting the benefits from them, but also using a fantastic resource that we have, the Forever Fit website, which was kind of directed to us at the Fit Training Day, where you can actually go on and calculate people's BMI and look at where they are in the kind of national health range, and give them goals and targets to achieve. You can also from that calculate their basal metabolic rate and aerobic metabolic rate, which tells you their kind of calorie intake that they should be having each day, whether they're just on a sedentary day or whether they're exercising. So you can help continue the kind of food planning, calorie intake with them on an ongoing basis, and just kind of support their ongoing journey so they don't drop off the edge and slip back into bad habits. So really, I think of it as an ongoing kind of relationship and communication with these customers, that the Fit is a fantastic program, which I would definitely encourage. Certainly the Fit 1 and Fit 2 have had some amazing results, but you then need to make sure that you're following these customers through and supporting them in their long-term goals. And I can't recommend enough trying to get onto the next Fit Training Day. It's really informative and really helped me with kind of understanding the products a bit more and being able to kind of give customers accurate information. So I hope that gives you a bit more of an overview of the Fit combination, and hopefully you'll get some more pearls of wisdom from the others throughout the evening. Thank you.
Meg, I just want to say a huge thank you to you. You're such a natural speaker, and you're just the way you speak is just fantastic, and your knowledge as well of the products. You just sound like a natural. And I think the reason that Meg is like that is because she's confident, because she's been on the course, she's done the actual program, so her knowledge is good. And once your knowledge is good, you sound much more confident. So when you're talking to your prospective customers, they're more likely to go with you. Do you think, Meg?
I totally agree. I was really unsure about how to promote this before I went on the Fit training, but they go through it in such detail, and you have a really great handbook of resources to go home with to refer to. So I definitely encourage everyone to get along to that Fit training.
And I'm glad Meg just mentioned about the manual there, because at the start of the training they do say that we're not allowed to we're not allowed to take photos there. We're not allowed to pass on the booklets, because they've got big writing over the words, haven't they, as well, Meg? So that you can't just photocopy them on. And
that's correct.
Yeah, and also that we're not really meant to go on and teach our downlines about in detail about the products, because we're not doctors, we're not unless we're sports qualified, blah de blah, you're not going to have a set knowledge. So some people we might pass wrong information on about the products and everything, so you have to really go on those courses. About £25, because I went on it last year. Or was it 35?
Yeah, it was no, I think it was either 25 or 30. And it was a really good day. I definitely recommend it.
Meg, after going on that course, did you literally start Nine or Fit within a week after going? Quite soon.
Sorry, say that.
So after,
say that again.
Within the first week after you went on the course, did you sell a Clean 9 and a Fit or a Fit?
Yeah, I managed to sell a Fit 1 and Fit 2 like literally about 2 days after, just because I felt so much more confident, and I knew that it was going to work with the people who I train with, and so I was able to really go and recommend it for the specific needs for people with their goals. So it was great.
So basically, if you're worried about putting the £25 or £35 down to get on the course, and maybe obviously your travel, you're going to get it back, because you're going to be much more motivated and knowledgeable to actually shift the product. So but Meg, thank you. I would like to get you doing some more trainings if you don't mind, linked with the sports products and stuff.
Yeah, absolutely, no problem. I'd be very happy to.
Thank you so much, Meg. I will mute you now. Bear with me. Okay, thank you, Meg. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Okay, so next, guys, we're going to be going on to hear from 3 people about their top tips. Now, one of them isn't online yet, so we'll come back to her because I know she's doing a rounders tournament. If for some reason we can't get hold of her tonight, I am going to get her to do a recording for us because she's not actually on our team, but she has sold a ridiculous amount. And so have these 2 girls. So we're going to start with Jo. Jo, can't wait to hear you. All yours, Jo Guile.
Hi everyone. So as Laura said earlier on, she was talking about some people who joined via the C9. I was actually one of those. I did the C9 back in August. Loved it so much that I thought, I started telling lots of people about it and joined via there because I got lots of sales from it. So because I've done the C9, I can talk about it with passion and belief. It's all very well us having all these different things that we can sell, but if we haven't actually tried them ourselves, you're actually not telling the proper story, if you understand what I mean. So like I say, I've done it myself. What I do is often I'll sell at full price, but I'll give either a gel or a shake with that for free. Now, what I normally do is because we've had a lot of problems actually lately with having the vanilla shakes out of stock, I always try and give them one of each so they can try each flavour. So obviously if they say, I want a vanilla shake on top of the chocolate C9, then, I'll just order a vanilla C9 and then order them the chocolate shake as well. And then that way, you can get around it being out of stock, and hopefully it won't be that much longer actually. I also give out heat lotion samples as well to those who have sort of like said, I'm a real caffeine junkie, I'm really worried and everything, so I often send them out as well. I continue to talk to them all the way through, so I'm making relationships. In fact, I've had recruits via, not by selling from people doing the C9. Actually, Vicky's one of them, and she's going to be speaking next. From day 4, I talk about what's going on, what's going to happen next, what they want to do. And often, because obviously I sell quite a lot of C9s and it's all around the country, including Guernsey and Jersey as well. If they live far away, what I do is I offer to pay for the postage. So they'll order from my online shop, and then it's cheaper for me to pay the postage, which is £2.50, than it is for me to actually post it myself. And that the way they feel that they're getting a bargain as well. So I don't have to reduce the price, obviously, because they're buying it off my shop anyway. But it just keeps them happy, and and me happy because I'm still getting my CCs as well. Just a quick thing as well, I've also done the training myself, and I couldn't recommend it. It's just absolutely amazing. You really, really take quite a lot of it away. But one thing I did want to just mention as well, for the sports people, one of the girls on my team actually works for in a rugby team, and I said, I'll be willing to get them all on C9s and fits and everything. But then she said, we have rigorous testing and things like that. But actually, looking into it, we can sell C9s and fits that have been batch tested to check that they're all okay for people, once they do have their tests, to make sure that everything's all okay. So, but you just need to go down a different route and just have a look on our Forever page, and that will tell you actually how to get those ones that are batch tested. Now, I also had another member of my team. She's really good at selling C9s as well. So she just gave me a few tips. So I'm just going to read them out. This is for the C9 and fit. So she's also says that the number one tip is to do the program yourself. This enables you to speak about the product with integrity and fully understand what your customers will experience. It also means that you can answer their questions more easily, obviously from personal experience. Go to the fit training as well. See, everybody's saying that, it's got to mean something. There is so much to learn about the programs and each of the products included, and you'll learn so much more than you expected. Track your progress, talk to your friends and colleagues about what you're doing, and post obviously on your Facebook page or other social media sites as well. If you're happy to, post a special deal for friends who buddy up as well. So obviously, if you're selling 2, then you can give it a little bit cheaper, especially if you can send it to the same address as well. And when you're doing the program, offer friends to buddy up with you. You can personally mentor them and support each other and become gym buddies as well. And that's all from Lucy, the lovely Lucy Blake. And that's me, Laura. Well done.
Oh, thank you, Jo. I love the tips, especially about the sending the heat and the bit about sending the free shake or gel, because it just gets a relationship. Jo, can I ask you a bit of a favour? Jenny, she's just messaged us just saying asking for an ID, but I can't go and recopy and paste the link to her because my screen's going to go down otherwise.
Okay. Yeah, I'll get on. I'll do that for us quickly now. Okay.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much, Jo.
No problem.
Oh, I love those tips. Do you know what, guys? I absolutely learn something after listening to anyone, whether they've been in the business a week, 2 years. Everyone's got something to teach you because everyone's just got different ways. And so thanks for that, Jo. Right, we are next going to hear from Vicky Tweedy. Vicky.
Hi, Laura.
Oh, I can't wait to hear your tips, Vicky. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. So as Jo and Laura both said there, I started my forever journey having completed the Clean 9. What happened was that I missed the structure of it, and so chatting with Jo, who then offered me the opportunity, I jumped at the chance and signed up there and then. So I was so pleased with the results that I had, and I knew that the products would be great, and I was really, really surprised at the variety that was on offer. So having completed the Clean 9, the first thing I did as a business owner was to post my Facebook results pictures. And I completely was not expecting the reaction that I got. So that evening I had over 35 friends inquire what I'd done, and I sold 2 Clean 9s the same night and then more throughout the rest of the month, helping me start my first month of 4cc. From the sales of the Clean 9, I have a group of regular customers now who've done the cleanse, continue to drink the gel and buy the shakes. I've also had some referrals from my customers, and I sold a fit program to a couple after she'd completed the Clean 9. I didn't ask my customers for referrals, and I didn't push products their way nearing the end of the process. What I did do was really support them throughout the Clean 9 process. I also managed to recruit the lovely Sarah Howard to my team after she'd bought a Clean 9 from me. So my top tips, I guess, would be to share your own experiences of using the products by way of before and after pictures, without being too salesy. That way you can tell your customers exactly what it feels like and what they can expect. My other tip would be to keep in close contact with your customers throughout the process and afterwards as well, because they may want to see what else that you have that you could recommend. Really good customer care is so important here. And lastly, really get to know your products. So not just what it does, but what are the ingredients and what are they for. And I, again, really learnt a lot about this when I attended the fit training. And it's all linked to, going back to good customer care, so your customers can be confident that you know what you're selling to them, how it works, which of course helps build your professional and reputable name for your business. So that's it. I hope that's helpful.
Vicky, that was really, really helpful. And I'm going to have to tell everyone about you because you're so down to earth and lovely. So Vicky sent me earlier what she was going to say tonight, and she said she'd saw this and how she was, what had happened, and that she'd got referrals and blah blah blah. And I said, well, would you mind sharing what you actually did? And she said, well, they just came to me, but they obviously came to Vicky because she was doing something special. I think that she's just nailed it right there on those top tips. It's the customer service and support and care that she's given those customers. So during the time I'm guessing, Vicky, you were just mentoring them throughout there, asking how they were daily.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. And I'm just going to go on from something else Vicky's just kind of mentioned there. And I got this from working through our gyms. So every month we weigh and measure our members. And one of the first things I'll ever ask them before we take the measurements is, so how are you feeling? What benefits have you felt from the program or whatever? And I can guarantee most of them will say, oh, I've not lost weight. Or they'll say, I've only lost 3 pounds. I've only lost 5 inches. I've only lost this, blah, blah. And their eyes are just focused on the weight, nothing else. But so what you want to do is, when you're speaking to them, it's kind of lead with more questions. So by saying things to them, guys, like, how's your skin feeling? Is your hair better? Have you got more energy? Are you feeling fitter? Have you done anything different? Or, so by doing that, they're thinking, oh, actually, I'm feeling other benefits as well. And they're going to be thinking, well, what products are actually giving me those benefits? And then they're more likely to want to carry on as well. And by asking other such questions along the lines of, so how's your week been? Have you been out at all? And they might say, yeah, I went out for a meal. So have you done much exercise this week? Yeah, I went for a quick walk on one of the days. And just by them giving you those answers, you're going to know in your head straight away, well, actually, they've not stuck to this program. So that then when they come to you and say, oh, I've only lost a pound, or yeah, I've only lost a pound, and then obviously you explain it's a cleanse, but then you can actually say to them, well, when you went out for that meal, they most probably put extra additives on the food, extra salt, so it's going to make you retain water again. So you're kind of getting an answer in your head to go back at them when they say, oh, well, it's not actually worked for me. And that all comes through customer care, like Vicky said, by keeping in regular contact. So, Vicky, honestly, you've got to give yourself more credit. I think
thank you.
You can't say enough of good things about you. So thank you for sharing that with the team.
You're welcome.
Bye, Vicky.
Bye.
Okay, so guys, we're just going to see if our other lady is ready to speak. Let me have a look. Bear with us, guys. Okay, so let me just unmute Jo and see if she's had any joy with her. Hi, Jo. Any joy with Jenny?
No, I've just asked her if she's in or not, but she hasn't rung me yet because I was going to try and put her on loudspeaker. So hopefully she'll get back. She has seen the comment though.
Yeah.
So fingers crossed it won't be long. What I'll do, if she posts back on the comment or rings me, I'll put my hand up. Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be easy.
Okay. All right. Ping me a text or something. I've got the phone next to me.
Oh no, she's ringing now. Apparently.
Oh,
ringing now. Sorry, just trying to drop a delivery or two.
Oh, you are? Oh, she is.
No, she's ringing me, but apparently, but she isn't yet.
Okay, so you'll just drop me a text when or something. Okay.
Yeah, I'll put my hand up, shall I?
Yes, thank you so much, Jo.
Worries.
Bye. So, guys, let me just mute Jo. So while we're waiting for Jenny, we're going to crack on with the next couple of slides. So you're just going to be listening to me for a little bit now, not for long, but I'm just going to share with you a few things that I have found really quite important. So the first thing that you need to do is find out why they want to do this program. What's their reason for getting in touch with you? The first reason being so that you can decide which program is going to best suit them. So if you look at the green writing at the bottom of the slide there, this is a message that I will send straight to anyone that has just sent me an inbox message or put a post on one of my a comment on one of my posts about the Clean 9 or Fit. And I'm going to send this message, but I do, before I send that bit, do a little bit of relationship building, thanks for getting in touch, blah, blah, blah. And I'm simply going to say the programs are designed to help a person achieve their personal goals. So can I help you, so I can help you in the best way? May I ask, are you looking to cleanse or lose weight, or to help a health condition, or just looking to tone and build lean muscle? And then they're going to come back to you with a couple of answers. It's either going to be, I just want to cleanse. So straight away, you're going to go Clean 9. Long-term weight loss, obviously looking at the Fit most probably. Or it might just simply be getting into kick-starting a healthier eating program again. So maybe the cleanse. Or if they're wanting to build lean muscle because they want to get more shape, you're obviously looking at the Fit too. So you can tailor make then your response to them. Another reason that you want to know what their why is because you want to increase their spend after they finish the program. So for example, they might say to you, right, I want to lose a stone, so 14 pounds. And they might give you a date. So the answer that they give you, you want to try and get as specific as you can. So using what we call in the fitness and anything, a SMART goal. So it's specific, measurable, so it's got a time on it or an amount, achievable or attainable, realistic, and it's got a time on it. So they can't just say to you, yeah, I want to lose weight. That's not a SMART goal. They might say to you, I want to lose 14 pounds in 5 days. That really isn't a SMART goal. They might say to you, I want to lose 14 pounds in 3 months' time. And that is a SMART goal because it's achievable. So they've just decided after, even though you've tried to sell them the Fit, that they just want to literally do the Clean 9. So, and you know that they want to lose 14 pounds in say 2 months. So at the end of the 9 days, they have lost 5 pounds. They go quiet, you can't hear of them. And then what you're going to want to do then, so you might know that they've lost the 5 pounds, obviously, but like I said, they go quiet, they're not responding to messages. What I would do then is simply send them a message in a week's time or a few days after. A huge congratulations for losing that 5 pounds. Now let's get cracking on with losing that other 9 pounds. Here's what I recommend. And then, so that way, you're kind of leading them back into thinking, oh, crikey, yeah, I've still got another 9 pounds to shift. This person wants to help me, and they're more likely to go with you again. Another reason that you want to get their goal straight away, and most people will give their goal straight away, is so that if they, again, go quiet and they don't want to buy from you there and then, it basically gives you a reason to get back in touch with them again further down the line. So, oh right, Joe's put her hand up. Guys, I'm going to finish off in a second. I'm going to unmute Joe. Hi, Joe.
Hiya, Jenny's on the line now.
Amazing.
Do you want to go ahead?
Hi.
Hi, Jenny.
Hi.
Yeah, really looking forward to hearing you, Jenny. Can you share with us all the Clean 9s you've sold and how you've done it? Because Alison, your upline, has told us you're amazing.
I sold 34 in 3 weeks on 4 weeks on Thursday. Sold 34 on the time. My 34th customer now with one. So how I've done it, well, I'm not really quite sure. I keep everything very personal on the page. A lot of it's through, obviously I'm into fitness and that myself. I did the C9 myself without losing any weight. Just to prove to people that it was not just about losing weight, it was also a detox. I then took on a girl I know I had really bad problems and give it her as a free trial. She then did the C9 herself and the results from that, and then I posted that. And it's just rallied from there, really. when people ask me about it, obviously on my page I keep everything very personal. I think if you get a lot of comments on underneath, people reply when you reply to somebody, rather than generalising and replying to everybody in general. I make sure that I pick the name out and reply to them one by one. I always answer them. If it gets too many, then I'll always go to inbox and speak to them that way. Every 34 of my customers at RDC9 are still in touch with me. And I do that through asking them, find out when they're going to start. I note that down in a notebook under the name. I know the date it's going to start, I know the date it's finishing. And it's just like periodic things to keep in touch with them all the way through. I'd say 50, probably 70% of them people are still buying shakes and gels off me. And I do believe that is because I've kept in touch with them throughout their C9. And I think that's the reason that they passed me on to other people as a recommendation, because I think that it's easy to give somebody a box and say, there you go, you're going to lose weight. But to support them through it and letting them text you and ask you what meals they can eat and the little silly questions that they might not feel comfortable asking,